So, you need a power supply. Getting connected to your local electricity network is much easier than you think. We are Northern Powergrid. We run the electricity distribution network that provides power to customers in the North East, Yorkshire and Northern Lincolnshire. We move electricity to and from homes and businesses over our network, and it's our job to get you connected safely and as quickly as possible. Step 1. Applying for your new electricity connection. You can apply for your new connection using our online application system by talking to our dedicated connections contact centre, or you can send your application form to us via email or post. If you're unsure about anything, feel free to call. We'll be happy to help you to apply over the phone. We will contact you to understand your requirements and timescales and talk you through the application. Step 2. Your pre-quote site visit. If needed, our design team can arrange a pre-quote site visit with you. We will walk you through the connection route and advise you about various site preparations that are required before we can start work on site. You will need to consider any access issues, and if some of the work is taking place on someone else's land, we may need to obtain permission from the landowner on your behalf. This can take some time, as it depends on how quickly you and your solicitor can provide information to our team. But don't worry, way-leave agreements are not required for every new connection. Step 3. Getting your quotation. All being well, we will provide you with a quotation within 5 to 15 working days of receiving your application. A typical cost for a new connection is made up of 4 areas of work. 30% is to cover the cost for your main fuse and all cabling work. 25% goes towards preparing the live electricity cable under live cable jointing procedures by our specialist teams, and 40%, the majority of the cost, comes from the digging work in the public highway, including excavation, replacement of ground materials and resurfacing. And the rest goes to local authorities for payments to allow us to work in the public highway. Step 4. Preparing your site for construction. When you accept your quote, we will send you an invoice and agree a suitable date with you to start work on your site. Once a date is agreed, we will request payment 12 days before we begin work. Therefore, we will send you payment reminders by text message or email to help you to make your payment on time, so that we can complete your work on the date agreed. To prepare your site, you will need to install an external meter box and all cable ducting and tile tape on your own land. Advice on how to do this can be found on our website. Black ducting, smooth embossed with the words electric duct, must be used so that we can identify it as an electricity cable. And tile tape, clearly labelled and containing the legend Northern Powergrid, must be installed above the cable duct. Please make sure there is no scaffolding or other obstructions in the way of our work on the day we begin on site. Before we start work on site, we are required by law to gain permission from the local authority to work in the public highway outside your property. This can take around 10 working days. Road closures may also be required depending on the location of the live cable we are connecting to. Step 5. Work begins on site. We will start work on your site on the date agreed. The work will involve 3 visits and normally takes around 5 days to complete. Visit 1. We will carry out the excavation work. Visit 2. We will install the main fuse and cabling. Visit 3. We will replace the ground materials we excavated and complete our resurfacing works. We will keep you up to date with our progress, and we will do everything we can to finish the work by your preferred connection date. So, if you're applying for a new connection, would like further information, or if you just want to speak to us, please get in touch on 0845 070 2703. Visit us at www.northernpowergrid.com/get connected.